Alright everybody, let's look at what we ran on the layout today. Start out with the Union Pacific 49er that I just finished building. It seemed to run pretty good. Really no issues. It's a little loud maybe. Let's pull in 5 River Aussie Union Pacific cars. And then we ran the New York Central Streamline Hudson. That's the one I did the unboxing on just a while back. I gave it a light cleaning. But I think there's a motor problem with that because it started to not run as good there toward the end. So, and it was only pulling 2 of the passenger cars. So we'll have to see. Seems like it's a little warm. So one of these days we'll do a CAN motor upgrade on these things and get rid of them old motors. Let's see what else we ran. I ran the old Virginia and Ohio Trainmaster that I built a while back. That thing runs good. A bunch of freight cars behind it. And then a little trolley. That was also one of the first HO scale items I got when I was a kid. I got that with that Tyco Illinois Central Gulf locomotive. Probably in the early 80s. That thing still goes good. I've cleaned it a few times over the years. Here's one I just finished building. V&O SD40-2 high hood. The thing runs great. It's powered. And then the other one I built a year or two ago. SD40-2. So I got that locomotive was undecorated. So I decided to paint it as the V&O. I love the V&O. Pulling some V&O cars. Along with the caboose I made. Here we have just an old River Aussie GG1. It runs fairly good. And it's got a couple of the Bachman, Pennsylvania passenger cars. I got a few more over there. They're nice, but I don't know. The couplers on them are kind of weird. They got Katie's on them, but they're a weird design. They turn with the wheels and stuff. It's weird. So trying to get the right height of coupler on it is a pain. Also trying to put a Katie coupler on a GG1, a River Aussie GG1 is not that easy either. But I do have one on there. We also ran this old Atlas, Virginia and Ohio locomotive. Alan from the V&O, this was the one that he did and sold. I believe he sold it at one of the train shows years ago. Just pulled a couple of cars. I think this one is equipped with DCC because it'll run forward and then sometimes it'll just automatically switch back to reverse. It's weird, but I had it apart and cleaned it. It looks like it's got the board in there, but it sometimes will just stop and go the other direction. But it's a nice locomotive. Then we ran this chassis system, old, it's a Walther's train line locomotive. These things run good, quiet, really nice and smooth. Got good low speed, pull good. Those are good locomotives. And just ran a few little box cars. And here's the rectifiers that we ran today. This is the Lionel version. That's the Athearn version. Those both have the Athearn blue box chassis in them and run really good. Another Athearn version. This just has a dummy chassis in it. We got all the handrails put on, painted. A little bit of touch-up paint done. They all got windows in them. So it turned out pretty nice. Like I said, there's the Lionel one, and then both Athearn versions. And then I made a caboose for this train. I just took an old cheap caboose and redid it. Just repainted it. Added the hand grabs. Just made out of brass wire. A couple up on the roof. Those. And then it's got a guy on the back of it. Like I said, I just took an old cheap caboose and made it into a Virginian. So I needed a caboose for the Virginian. I didn't have a Virginian caboose and I didn't feel like buying one. So I just made one. Alright, since we was running some V&O today, I love the V&O. I show you a couple things I got from the V&O. I have a bunch of V&O cars over there. But I got this one last year, 2021, Dayton Train Show, when Alan and his son and his grandson were there. They had a little table set up and were selling stuff. And I got this from him. He built this car, or painted it. And I had him autograph the box for me. Thought that would be cool. And then they gave me one of these. So I framed it, hanging up over by the train set. It's pretty cool. Little plaque. But I've got a lot of the V&O cars that they've sold over the years. And a lot of the engines. I think all the engines, that Atlas one is the only true V&O one that Alan built. And all the other ones I built. Just the cabooses. I built all those. And then SD40-2s. One's a high hood. Like I said, I just did that one. I thought it'd be cool with V&O. And then Trainmaster. I think Alan had a couple Trainmasters on his layout in a day. And I just made that one. I think he had a 294 Trainmaster. Kind of looked like the one he had. I plan on making a few more V&O locomotives. So, and then, let's see. I mean, that's all my V&O cars. So I've got, there's quite a few, a dozen or so, probably more than that. So I pick them up at train shows or wherever. We just lost Alan about 3 weeks ago. That's sad. He is a great inspiration to so many people. But V&O will stay alive on my layout as long as I'm here, one way or the other. Alright everybody, here's a look at my work table. It's full of River Aussie Hudson parts. And another Hudson. I just got that Hudson with that tender about 2 weeks ago. Got it pretty cheap. Does run. Probably could use a cleaning. But I'm going to build something with this here. Another streamline something. I'm not going to say what it is. But I'm going to do a video on it. And so use that shell, that tender shell. And then take the drive wheels and all that out of this chassis. I'm going to swap over to this chassis. And use this chassis. So I'll have to take this front of it. This will come off. But round motor, that motor runs pretty good when I tested it. So, and that one runs pretty good too, but it's really dirty, you can see it. But I think we'd be better off going with the round motor, because they run a little bit better, I think. Still be nice to do can motor upgrade on it. And then back here I got One that is finished painting a while back. It's ready for decals. Another Indiana and Ohio locomotive. I think it's 5007. It'll be the one up in Blanchester, Ohio, if it's still up there. I haven't been up there in a long time, but they used to, at least used to sit up in Blanchester for a long time. They used it up there, run the Midland branch. So some people local around here, they've probably seen it before. And then I've got a few other diesels in the works. I got another Cincinnati Eastern SD40-2 I'm going to build. And I still got another SD-40 over there that I bought to redo. Probably going to be another Indiana and Ohio, maybe. Not sure. So, but there'll be a video on this one. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's kind of a secret at the moment. And then I don't know if I'll do a video on that one. I'll probably just have it in a video when I get it finished. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I just figured we'd run some trains today. I wanted to run the 49er with some passenger cars. Run those rectifiers I got. I got all 3 of them now that I've been looking for. That new V&O I made, the SD40-2 high hood, whatever they call them, high hood, high nose, I'm not sure. But it's a cool looking locomotive. I found that one a while back, undecorated, and almost did it in Northwestern or Norfolk Western paint scheme, and I was like, no, we'll do it in V&O. I think it'll look awesome in V&O, and I think it does look pretty awesome. I don't know if the V&O ever had any, but they do on my layout, so that's all that matters. I like it, and it turned out nice. And then I ran them a few other ones. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.